Okay, this is the old vacuum jug. It's been through many tests. We got a magnet on there somehow. The problem with this is these were my two leads, and as this wire got old, it was arcing between here instead of from here. Besides that, it did great. I mean, I had to touch up the epoxy on the top a couple times here and there, but it done a good job. I want to design this one a little different. I want to make this one sit on its side. So what I'm going to have to do is make legs for it. I'll cut this out with a jigsaw. And hot glue them to the bottom after I cut them. I'm also got these fittings that you put Schrader valves in them. This one's already got one in it. What that'll do is whenever I put a vacuum on it, it'll hold the vacuum until this is depressed again. So I'm going to get started soldering and cutting, and we'll be back. Alright, we're going to saws all this out, or jigsaw it out.
Man, that was scary.
Okay, now we got the two holders together. That would work. Hot glue it real good. You know, it'll just keep it on its side. That should work just fine. Now what we're going to have to do is some soldering to put these on. Okay. Got a measurement about how long this copper is going to be cut. It's just 3/8 copper. Oh yeah. Alright, this is a swedging tool. It's going to swedge it from 3/8.
If you hit yourself, it's gonna hurt.
See, that's got a good swedge on it. We'll go a little bit deeper though. Probably could have used a coupling just as good, but I don't have one right now. Alright. Yeah. Remember, you got to let it get real hot now. Keep the flame on it. Put your flame back on it. Let it get a little bit hotter, Kurt. Keep your flame on there and let it get a little bit hotter. Do the back side. Roll it around to the back. see the salt? Put some meat on it. Put some meat on it. Oh, come back a little bit. Alright. Get the button ones. Good job. Okay, now we got the basic parts of what we need. It's still a little hot, so I can pick it up with pliers. Got it soldered in. I'm gonna cut these leads pretty short. Cause see, a problem that we're gonna have with these vacuum chambers is the plastic's thin. So what I'm gonna do is cut them pretty short, and I'm gonna block it in on the inside and the outside with that plastic. It's like 1/2-inch plastic sheet. So just on the bottom, because the top is actually a top and there's two sides, so that'll make that one sturdy enough. You know, that one should just be straight through, but this bottom is only one layer, so it's going to be pretty soft. So we're going to have something like this with a hole drilled on the inside and one on the outside, and it'll go all the way through. So, and all we'll have to do is cut this to length. This will be sturdy. This will be sturdy. But the reason I'm going to cut them short on the inside is I've got couplings now. I was lucky enough to find some couplings. Oh. These are just 3/8 couplings. They go right on the inside. And then I can add however much pipe I want to. I got 2 of them, so these will be short on the inside, you know, for projects that, you know, require a lot of distance. And then if we want to add some, we can just put it on the inside and add it. Well, the rest of this I think we can do inside, so I'm going to move inside. It's getting cold out here in this barn. Alright, we got the hot glue gun to glue the legs. 5-minute epoxy. This is what we're going to stick through the jug. Cut it in half. This is for stability. What I'm going to do is drill a hole right through here, the top right here. Do it real slow. If you don't, it'll crack. You know, you got to let the blade do the cutting on this one. Alright, I got everything pre-cut or dry fitted. This right here will be just for stability. There's just enough in here to get the coupling on there on the inside. So that'll work good. And on the lid side, for the same way, just enough to get a coupling. You know, so then if we want to do a project with the leads real close, we can do it. So I'm going to glue and epoxy everything together. Okay, basically what I've done, I hot glued this side right here. I epoxied it on the back side real thick on both sides, and I slid it through. And now what I'm about to do is take a little bit more epoxy and do the inside. You just want to do the seam real good. Alright, I've got that one done pretty good. I'm going to use this again. You got to kind of squeeze it with both hands and get it out as evenly as possible. Don't apply too much pressure, because after you've got enough, some will still come out. Smear it off real good. This stuff will last a while if you keep that top. I always use a Q-tip to stir this stuff up. Stir it up real good. You know, they'll act like applicators, almost like a paintbrush also. Stir this stuff up till it's got like a white paste on it. I got that lead about where I want it, so alright, well, we got the chamber made. All we got to do is put the stands on it. And what I want to do is just get a good look about how the door is going to open. And just put a little hot glue in it. Don't take much. This ain't going to do nothing but just hold it.
What I see on this.
Alright. Overall, it ain't a bad job. I'll put some Schrader valves in there tomorrow. Let this cure overnight. I know it says 5 minutes, but I want everything to set up real good before we pull vacuums on it.